Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you guys a tutorial on this pop art character kind of look. So yeah, I had a lot of fun making it. This was actually my first pop art character that I've ever done, and I really like the way it turned out. I feel like it could have looked better, but for my first try, hope you guys enjoyed it. So let's get started. So let's get started. I'm going in with this dupe for the Makeup Forever Flash palette in a flat foundation kind of paintbrush. It's actually a paintbrush. It's secret, but it's obviously never been used with paint, and I'm just going to apply this gorgeous blue color to the face and then blending it out with a rounded foundation, very dense kabuki brush. This is gonna diminish any type of brush lines. It will not make the cream paint look or the grease paint look so opaque, but it will make it look a lot more blended and less patchy. Since this is a cream paint, or actually it's grease paint, not a water activated or alcohol activated paint, it does not set by itself. So you need to use some type of shadow or powder to set it. I'm using the Morphe shadow in Aloha on a rounded, kind of pointed looking kabuki dense brush. And I'm just using this to set the entire face. And this is also going to make the color look a lot more opaque if you really pack on the color, which I was going for that more opaque look, or as opaque as I could get without it looking streaky. So I used this with a heavy hand and a lot of product, and this made it look a lot more opaque. Now I'm going in with the black grease paint in a flat eyeliner brush, and to begin sketching out a crease. I'm not doing this to create a cut crease really, I'm going to blend this out a lot. I'm using the Naked 2 palette with a big fluffy brush and the Urban Decay shadow in black out, and I'm just going to use this to begin blending out that cream paint. And then I'm just going to use the color Aloha on the fluffy brush again, going back and forth between, well, not really adding any more black because I added way too much black in the beginning, but I just did a lot of blending out and a lot of using that blue color to, Aloha eyeshadow, to blend it out as best as I can. Now I'm going in with this bright fuchsia pink and a flat, kind of fluffy, but not super dense brush. And I'm just going to begin cutting the crease, and then I'm just going to take this Urban Decay shadow in Woodstock and the brush that comes with the Urban Decay palettes, and I'm taking the more fluffier side to begin packing on this shadow just to get rid of any shine on the grease paint. As well, like I said earlier, you need to set a grease paint, so this is the eyeshadow I used that for. Then I wanted to go in with a angled fluffy brush just to begin blending out that crease color even more, and then going in with the Morphe shadow in Deep Cocoa. I realize this is not a very good way to do a kind of smoky look, because this is not at all how you create a smoky eye or using a dark shadow. You don't just go straight in with black. I should have used a transition shadow. My fault, I didn't, and it looked not the best, but I did fix it in the end. I used the color Verve on a flat angled eyeliner brush just to create a brow bone highlight. Now I'm going in with this Wet n Wild black eyeliner, and this is a nice eyeliner. You want to use anything that's not extremely creamy. This is a lot more waxy, so it'll stay on the eyebrows better, and it'll just easier to apply. Now I'm going in with Starry Eyed from Makeup Geek on that same eyeliner brush just to add a super pop of highlight on the brow bone. Then I'm going in with the Kat Von D Ink It liner and creating a pretty bold wing. I wanted a pretty bold wing for this look. Then I'm going in with the NYX Kojal Kohl black liner, and I'm just tightlining and waterlining with that. I forgot a major step, which was mascara and false eyelashes. I don't know what I was thinking. At the end, after I started taking this off, I realized I did not put on false eyelashes. But yeah, do that, it would look a lot better. But then I'm going in with a black grease paint on that flat eyeliner brush to put it in my waterline just to make it a lot more black. And this is not like said to be eye safe as far as I know, so I wouldn't suggest doing this. This is just what I did, and it worked. Nothing happened to my eyes, but yeah, I wouldn't suggest you do that though, because it is not specified to be eye safe. Now I'm going in with the black grease paint and the same brush. It's a flat eyeliner brush from Eco Tools, and I'm just going to be beginning to carve out some contours of my face. I'm going in the cheekbones, on the top of the nose, on the chin, underneath the lip, the jawline, anywhere you would see like pop art characters having lines and stuff all over the face. That is the exact same thing that I'm just creating. Now I'm going in with a white grease paint on a small little flat brush, and I'm just gonna do the highlights of the face now. On the tip of the nose and the center of the chin, I thought it looked way too harsh. It just didn't really look good. Otherwise, the rest of the place, like the side of my forehead and my cheekbones, it did look good with just like the streak of white. But on the chin and the nose, I decided to tap out the grease paint a little bit. It just looked a lot better, I think, in my opinion. And yeah, get the Cupid's bow too, you know, wherever you think you want to put it. Then I'm going in with this gorgeous salmon-y, peachy grease paint from the same Flash palette and the EcoTools pencil brush, and I'm just going to begin making little dots around my face. I just started in the center of my face, going in a diagonal line to begin the dots. And I started doing this in a pattern, and I realized doing it in a pattern really didn't change anything. I thought it would just look more organized or whatever, but it really doesn't. You can honestly just put dots wherever, all over your face. And I would also suggest you put them more like spread apart. But just for my look, I did put them closer together, which I kind of wish I put them a little bit more spread apart. But once again, it still looked perfectly fine in my opinion. That's just if you're a super critic and you are very picky, that would just be what I would suggest. So yeah, I'm just going in with that. Then I'm going in with a teeny tiny little detailing brush and a fuchsia pink. But first, I'm going to be using the Mr. Right Now eyeliner by The Balm in the color Scott. It's just a brown eyeliner, and I'm just going to begin tracing out where I want to put the letters POW. When I was mirroring this image with a mirror onto my chest, I mirrored it incorrectly, so it was backwards, but I feel like it was still a nice tutorial that I really liked the way it came out, so I decided to still film this and put it up as a video, which you are obviously seeing now. But it was backwards, but I feel like, you know, the message was still there. The like way it's supposed to look is still there, you know. It's like you like understand what it's supposed to be. It was just my mistake. And I'm just going in with a tiny little detailing paintbrush, and I'm just going to write out the letters POW in thick, bold letters. Then I took the end of the brush with a makeup wipe on it just to carve it out. It just helped a lot, because now I'm going back in and carving it out with the same base grease paint we used, except when you try to carve it out and try to cover up any misplaced pink, the colors can mix to be like a purple or whatever. So if you just take a makeup wipe first, it just looks better. So yeah, now I'm just taking the flat eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to start blending that out. And since we put this on so thickly and densely, the color, it looked a lot more opaque than the rest of it, so I tried to blend it out as best as I could. Then I'm just going to go back in with the same paintbrush and dense foundation brush technique to begin painting my entire chest the same base color. And I'm just going back in with the foundation brush and blending it all out and trying to get an equal gradient so it doesn't look too opaque in the center. And then once I am happy with all of that, I'm going to begin setting all of that with a teeny tiny little EcoTools full eyeshadow brush and the Aloha eyeshadow, and I'm just going to take this around the letters. Then for the rest of the body or my chest, I'm just going to take the larger pointed foundation brush and apply the Aloha eyeshadow all over the rest of my chest. Then I'm going in with a teeny tiny little detailing paintbrush and a black grease paint just to start outlining the letters. I didn't really like that because the edges were way too thick for my liking, so I went back in with the Kat Von D ink liner and Trooper. But the bad thing about using an eyeliner is the eyeliner started to mix with the grease paint, so it didn't turn super opaque. It was quite like a little bit too gray for what I wanted, but I mean in the end it still looked good. So you can take the pros and cons of that, either getting a super opaque black and thick edges or thin edges and a gray, and you can do whatever you chose or whatever you choose. If I did this again, I would just get a better brush to do it with, but I didn't really have one. Now I'm going in with the same brush and black grease paint, and I just created these little like sketch marks around it just to create that more like pop art kind of character look, you know, which kind of goes around the pop art theme. And I just think it looked really well, and it tied the whole look together. Then I'm going in with the peachy color and the Eco Tools pencil brush, and I'm just going to begin doing dots all over my chest. Now onto the lips, which is probably my favorite part. This is the Maybelline lipstick in Lilac Flush in 725, and I'm just going to take this gorgeous purpley lilac color all over my lips. That was too light for my liking, so I took the Ben Nye Bruise Wheel, and I'm taking this pretty purple grease paint, and I'm just going to mix some of that with the lipstick. Ignore all the messy swatches all over my hand. I don't know why I didn't use a palette. I probably just didn't have one clean, or I don't even know. But I'm just going to apply that with a teeny tiny little lip brush, the little lip mixture of colors. And then I'm just going to carve out a over-exaggerated, overdrawn pop art, super pouty, super juicy, and full lips. And then to start creating an ombre, I went back in with just the lipstick color from Maybelline just to begin doing a little bit of an ombre, but I wanted a super, super dramatic, harsh ombre, so I went with straight white grease paint in the center of my lips. This lip isn't even ideal to do for like every day or whatever because it's just very dramatic, and I wouldn't really suggest you use grease paints. But this is just for the look and for photo purposes. You can also actually go out with this though, because there's nothing wrong with putting grease paints on your lips as long as you don't like consume them. But yeah, then I'm just going in with an e.l.f. like blending brush just to begin blending the edges and stuff, going back and forth between the purple color from the Ben Nye grease wheel or grease paint wheel, or in the lipstick and the white and the everything, just to go back and forth and get the ombre as good as you like it. Then I'm going in with the teeny tiny little brush and the black grease paint to draw, overline the lips and, you know, outline them. This adds, once again, just kind of really finishes off the whole lips and really makes it look super pop arty. And then I'm just going to make sure you don't draw the lines too inwards. You want to make sure they stay very overdrawn. Now I'm going in and creating these lines in the center, based off the center of my lips, spreading outwards, and doing that on the top and bottom lips. And this is going to start to begin those like creases in your lips, you know, that you have, especially pop art characters. They're very, very defined and over dramatic. So I just did that, and then I just kind of smacked my lips together, and that's it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, like this video with a thumbs up and comment down below what you guys think, as well as subscribe to become a beauty and be a part of our beautiful world. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye. Ooh. Just realized my intro had lipstick on my teeth, so sorry.